Ladies and gentlemen, the road to the 2025 AFCON tournament glory is getting tougher as we enter into the quarterfinal stage. Of course, the stakes are higher, the margins are finer, and only the best will remain in the competition. God being so good, our very own Super Eagles are part of the countries that have made it into the quarterfinal stage of the 2025 AFCON tournament. And you're going to quickly check out the extensive details of the quarterfinal matches, same as the latest from the camp of our very own Super Eagles. Some of the updates coming in are not encouraging. You'll be checking them out in this video. Before I proceed with the details of the stories coming up, quickly, let's do it together. If you are new on this platform, subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Show love to our very own Super Eagles and the 2025 AFCON tournament by liking this video. The boys are really doing well, and you have to compliment their efforts by liking this video and sharing to other social media platforms so that others will also get access to this video. As usual, my name is Solomon Kwagya, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do well to leave your decent comments in the comment box. Just say something about the quarterfinal matches. Subsequently, I'll give you special shout outs. More straightforward, let's get into the video and talk of the ongoing 2025 AFCON tournament in Morocco. So far, as I stated, the stakes are higher, the margins are finer, and as usual, only the best will remain in the competition. These are the extensive details of the quarterfinal matches. God willing, on Friday, the 9th of January 2026, exactly 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time. First quarterfinal match will be between Mali and Senegal. The same date, the 9th of January 2026, exactly 7 p.m. Ghana time, 8 p.m. Nigeria time. Second quarterfinal game will be between the host country, Morocco, and Cameroon. God willing, the following day, talking of the 10th of January 2026, exactly 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time. Third quarterfinal game, it will be between the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Desert Forces of Algeria. Same as the same date, the 10th of January 2026, exactly 7 p.m. Ghana time, 8 p.m. Nigeria time. Fourth quarterfinal game, or the last quarterfinal game, will be between Egypt, the Pharaohs, versus Ivory Coast. So these are the extensive details of the quarterfinal matches. Now, let's shift our focus to the major one, or the paramount among all, the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Desert Forces of Algeria. Of course, it will prove to be what we call a thrilling encounter, and we have to talk about the game. Giving out the extensive details, the game will take place at Marrakech, at the Stade de Marrakech. Marrakech is the southern inland Morocco, and as I earlier stated, we've played all our 4 matches in this journey at first. First is the northern inland Morocco, so the team will be departing northern inland Morocco to the southern inland Morocco. Talking of departing the northern parts of Morocco to the southern parts of Morocco, specifically to Ouad Sidi Ibrahim. This is a district in Marrakech. That is where we have the Stade de Marrakech. So when they get to Marrakech, example, when you get to Accra, Ghana, maybe you'll be moving to Tema to host that game. This is where the venue is. Talking of the Ouad Sidi Ibrahim Center, that is where you have the Stade de Marrakech for Nigeria versus Algeria. These are the extensive details. Now let's check out how we can depart the northern parts of Morocco to that of the southern parts of Morocco. So the time and distance to be covered, if you are going by flights, around 385 kilometers by flight with an hour, we will get to Marrakech. Then we will continue with a bus from Marrakech to Ouad Sidi Ibrahim. About 10 to 15 minutes, you get to the Stade de Marrakech. And if you are moving with a bus, you'll be covering a distance around 540 kilometers, which is covering time of 5 to 6 hours before getting to Marrakech, continuing from Marrakech to that of Ouad Sidi Ibrahim. So these are the extensive details of Nigeria, the Super Eagles, and that of the Desert Forces of Algeria, looking at how the game will be played. And still in the camp of our very own Super Eagles of Nigeria, some of the updates coming in are not encouraging at all. According to the latest report from renowned journalist Oluwashina Okeleji, the team, with respect to everyone involved, they are waiting to receiving that of their winning bonuses at the moment. We've played 4 matches. We've won all the 4 games in our journey of the 2025 AFCON tournament. And per the reports I'm having, to every stage, our bonuses will be increasing. And this is the time the players, including the technical team, are waiting to receiving that of their winning bonuses. If they don't receive it within that specific time, they will not be traveling from the northern parts of Morocco to the southern parts of Morocco, and they are not even going to train today. Let's check out by buttressing it with evidence, having a full glare on your screens. This is how it goes. Players and coaching staff of Nigeria are waiting on AFCON 2025 bonus payments. This is not encouraging. I don't know why this one keeps happening. Winning bonuses from 4 matches, that is versus Tanzania, versus Tunisia, and versus Uganda, versus Mozambique, have yet to be received. Squad remain focused, but will not train or travel to Marrakesh on Thursday if this isn't resolved. So if we don't resolve it at this moment, there is no way the team will be departing that of the northern parts of Morocco first to the southern parts of Morocco, Marrakesh. So these are the extensive details coming in. I don't know why this one keeps on happening to the Super Eagles. You can remember the last time in November, around the 15th, the 14th of November 2025. These same players, I think majority of them were crying for they receiving their bonuses through their journey in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. This time around in the AFCON tournaments, I don't know what's our NSC, same as the NFF leaders will be doing about it, but definitely there will be some talks behind. Whatever it is, we'll keep you updated on this platform. In the midst of my video editing, this just came true about the Super Eagles players boycotting training session. And from a reliable source, this is a deep insight of why these players boycotted training session, according to the reports that came through. Anytime Super Eagles players play matches within Nigeria, they want their amounts of money received in Naira, but if it's outside Nigeria, they want it in dollars. And according to the latest communique through this reliable source, after the group matches, after winning against Tanzania, Tunisia, and that of Uganda, their winning bonuses are ready for them to be paid. And a secretary of the team approached the players and asked them, this time around, do they want their money in Naira or US dollars? Of course, they are playing outside Nigeria, talking of the 2025 AFCON tournament. So they needed it in dollars. And if it is, they have to just deposit it through their domiciliary account, talking of the accounts in dollars, through the Central Bank of Nigeria. And as we all know, it's going to take some days and weeks for it to reflect. And at this moment, it hasn't reflected. And they are just waiting for them to know whether everything is true. Though evidences have been shown to them at this moment. And this is how things have been calmed down. NFF, NSC members and leaders of the team have spoken to the players. And I think at this moment, things have been addressed in that right order and it has been resolved. This is the latest coming through. As stated from this reliable source, they've increased their winning bonuses through every stage of this competition. Talking of the quarterfinal game against Algeria, they've increased it as compared to that of the round 16 game against Mozambique. Same as they'll be increasing it if you make it to the semi-final and also making it to the final stage. These are the latest surrounding the Super Eagles, and I needed to fix it through quick one for you to know how things have transpired about the Super Eagles players trying to boycott training session, God willing, on Thursday. Notwithstanding that, let's still talk about Nigeria versus Algeria. To me, we are going in with a repeat with what's happened in 1980, but a revenge of what's happened in 2019. 1980 is the time Nigeria Super Eagles won their first AFCON trophy. In the grand finale stage, we defeated Algeria by 3-1. And in 2019, it was a semi-final game. They defeated us by 2-1. That is why I stated that we are going for a repeat in 1980 and a revenge in 2019. So that is this. But when you compare all the games, We've played about 38 matches. They are on top of the Super Eagles. They've won 16 times. We've won 11 times. And 11 games have also ended up in a draw. That is why I stated that it promises or is going to prove to be what we call a thrilling encounter. God willing, on the 10th of January 2026, exactly 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time, at the Stade de Marrakech in Marrakech, Morocco. So that is it about Nigeria and Algeria. Away from that, let me talk about Victor Osimhen's angry outburst at his teammates. A lot have really transpired, and let's talk about the journey so far. So far, I'm going to break it down into two parts. The first one is from a backroom staff, and the second one is from a new player within the Super Eagles. So let's focus on the first one. We all know that I've earlier reported to you on this platform that he threatened to leave the Super Eagles camp after dropping his accreditation. But at the moment, the theme of what you need to know is that this issue has been addressed and resolved at this moment. So we don't have any rifts between or among the Super Eagles players in camp. The players and the technical team are all focused ahead of our quarterfinal game against Algeria. But with the cause of people talking about if he's not apologizing to his teammates, same as saying something to the Nigerian football enthusiasts or the football community, he has to be dropped in the quarterfinal game against Algeria, has been addressed by a backroom staff with a revelation coming in. According to the backroom staff, Eric Sekuchel is not in any way scared of dropping Victor Osimhen, but he won't hurriedly do that at this moment with issue that has been addressed, calling on a player to drop him. No, he's not going to do that at this moment. But we should note that Eric Sekuchel is not in any way scared of dropping Victor Osimhen. If it's ought to be, and if it is, he will do it as we are all calling on. Now let's check out these words on your screens to buttress whatever I'm saying from Victor Osimhen outburst. It's unfair to say Cho is afraid of dropping Osimhen from the team because there is no need for that. But if he is left with no option, then he has to do it. He proceeded with these words. What's happened during the game against Mozambique is in the past. Of course, it's in the past. And we have to keep our momentum going by saying it as nothing extra. Osimhen and Lookman are among our best options in attack, and we won't be in a hurry to drop anyone for an act that has been addressed. So these are the extensive details coming in from the backroom staff. Now let me talk about the second point with respect to the new player. According to the new player, this comes as no surprise to the entire team because we are overreacting. This one keeps on happening, and he thinks it is in the regimes of Victor Osimhen or is something by nature to be explosive rather than we taking this whole issue to be very serious. This one keeps happening in the various training sessions within the Super Eagles team with respect to Victor Osimhen. But at the moment, all issues have been addressed. Let's check out the words from this new player. His name won't be announced or won't be mentioned on this platform and in this video. But let me just quickly go through his words for you. As he stated about Victor Osimhen, Bruhaha, you people are just overreacting. Osimhen is like that even in training, so it's nothing new to the rest of the team. It's in its nature to be that explosive, but it's nothing serious. As a new player in the team, the other senior players told us about similar incidents in the past, which was amicably resolved. To you people outside, it's a big issue, but here we see it as normal because it happens almost every time. These are the words of the new player within the Super Eagles of Nigeria team. And on that note, I will end here with my presentation. As usual, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters. Special shout out to Taiwo Akintunde. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Sports Raw TV. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Skyden. That is Skyden. Talking of word of fun and laughter. I do appreciate your support, boss. Emmanuel Neo Ashibuogu, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Smooth Choker. I do appreciate your support. Babajide, I do appreciate your support. Tayo, I do appreciate your support. Novel Price, I do appreciate your support. Yaya Abdullah Musa, I do appreciate your support. Obi Bright, I do appreciate your support. Daniel Michael, I do appreciate your support. The Silent Prayer, God richly bless you. And to other commenters under my previous videos, God richly bless us all. Until we meet again on this platform, it's to go Super Eagles, go Nigeria. We are going for the ultimate, talking of the fourth AFCON trophy, and it's Nigeria. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.